performance from Jennings here. 15 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. On the wings, KCP and Josh Smith. Jonas Jerebko out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Jennings in at the point guard. And the shot's good from Nene. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
The drive by Jennings. Lets it go from 11, and he hits the jumper for 2. Jennings has got 17.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
The Wizards making the playoffs last season for the first time in the last 6 years, playing around 500 basketball. Steve, what's the upside for this team in your opinion?
Well, their depth and history of injuries have to be a concern, Tim. I mean, in the East, they'll remain a playoff team, but a contender for the title, I don't know.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Jennings against Wall. Back to Pierce. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Detroit. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Yeah, no question for the Thunder. That's a game they'd really like to have.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 12. That drops. And that's now 19 points for Brandon Jennings.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Temple. He has 7. Here's Gortat. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, this offseason, the Pistons bringing in Stan Van Gundy in a dual role as head coach and president of basketball operations. Stan said in a lot of places there's not a connection between the front office and coaching. This setup creates a very unified organization. There are no excuses now. It's on us to get it done. We'll see if they can, gentlemen.
Well, thanks, Doris. Van Gundy builds his roster, then coaches it. We've seen that model succeed with the Spurs and the Clippers. Now, here's Nene. He used that pick to perfection. And that's now 9 points for John Wall.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards, an effective defender.
The Pistons making a change here. Monroe's checked in, and it's Drummond missing, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. The Pistons trailing.
And Nene, for his size and agility, at times somewhat disappointing in terms of rebounding the ball. Throughout his career, actually, his rebound rate has fallen steadily over the last 3 years. Maybe injuries a factor in that, but they do need more from him on the glass.
Now here's Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope. Smith for 3. Rebound, Washington. Nene's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
You talk about the subtle decline for Nene. Is scoring efficiency, Steve, also taking a turn for the worse over the last couple seasons?
Yeah, still in his early 30s. You know, age shouldn't be that big a factor for a big man, but I guess it's the accumulation of all those injuries, including his knee sprain last season, that may be taking the toll.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He They talked also about getting the ball to their big men in the low post. That's where the ball should be going, he said. Let's get it in tight. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Washington. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 5 here tonight. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Wall dishes to Temple. There's the pass to Pierce. Outside, Wall. Detroit with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Jennings. Feeds it to Drummond. Here's Monroe. And another shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For Detroit, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Andre Miller's checked in for Washington. Then for the Pistons, Dinwiddie's checked in for Contagious Caldwell Pope. And B.J. Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Augustine from outside. Here's Monroe. Goes back up. He lays it in. Monroe's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. Here's Nene. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Nene's got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Pistons have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And Augustine kicks to Smith. And Smith gets double-teamed. Dishes to Augustine. Blocked. Passes it to Dinwiddie. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Had a chance here to check out some stats on Josh Smith. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
Here's against Smith. Now Miller. He's got 8. Outside, Wall. Here's Nene. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Really an extraordinary game for Nene. He has 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. And he's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. You know, over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
Smith, no good. The Wizards with the lead. Miller outside. Nene, the screen. Here's Wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Nene setting the pick for Wall. Nene up top. Miller outside. He kicks the Wall. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. It's blocked. And they get it there. And the shot's good from Nene.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Augustine passes to Dinwiddie. Smith with a screen on Miller. Kicks to single. Detroit, no good that time either. Washington leading now now by 4. Back to Miller. Outside Pierce. And there's the feed to Miller. Pass to Wall. 13 feet away. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wall's got 9 points here in the second half. Pistons trail by 6. Augustine with it. Pass to Dinwiddie. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Stolen by Monroe. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 2-point Washington lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Wall. 13 points in the game. To the wing on the left. From 17 feet out. And Washington again with the bucket.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Smith. Rebound by Nene. Nene's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Now here's Wall. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. The shot is off. And it's Washington the other way. Humphries with a screen on Augustine. And it's Miller penetrating. Shot's good. Miller's got 10 points.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Augustine passes to Dinwiddie. Smith outside. Ball against Augustine. Charity stripe shot. That's blocked. 1:35 left in the third quarter. And Wall. Here we go now. Miller outside. The dish to Pierce. Back to Miller. Nice ball movement by Washington. 13 feet away. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
It was predicted by many, and I count myself amongst those who felt the Wizards would take a nice step forward and be one of the surprise teams in the East. And they certainly didn't disappoint.
Let's take a look at last year's numbers for John Wall. 3rd in assists, 8th in steals, and he was right up there among the league's elite scorers, cracking that top 20 list in points per game.
You know, Steve, we look back at how high he finished on the assist charts, and man, it was a special season there for him. He was dime dropping all over the place.
Wizards guys ended 5th in the conference, and as you guys were talking about, a lot of people called that heading into the season. That was their projection for it.
Well, injuries derailed their 2013 campaign, Kevin. It just seemed like a team ready to break out, and break out they did. 33 wins against the rest of the East. He jumped into that playoff picture.
Detroit with the ball, following the miss by Paul Pierce. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Augustine. Tipped away. And here we go. Washington fast break. Now here's Wall. 13 points in the game. 4 seconds left. Good on the jump shot. Wall's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.